To do is go in and we're going to add a new client. In this example, we're going to add Lowe's Home Improvement Store. So the first thing you want to do is enter all of the information in this location. And then click Save. So the client now is saved. Now for this, you're back in WheelitOff.com and we happen to know the address, so there's one of two things you could do with WheelitOff. If I'm standing in the parking lot, I'm just going to hit this button and it's going to take me exactly to where I am, which is standing in Lowe's in Milford, Ohio. But for this exercise, I'm going to go ahead and type in the address, which is 5694 Romar Drive. You're going to see it automatically will pull it up right in this area. So now we're at Lowe's and let's go ahead and get a couple quick measurements here. We can be as detailed as we want. Do very quickly. This way when I show up to talk to the Vice President of Operations for Southern Ohio for Lowe's, I'm going to have an idea of how big, we're going to call this area A, how big area A is. I'm going to go ahead and turn off those blue push pins you see. I could do that by turning it off right here, the blue push pin area. So I now know that area A is 23,000 square yards. For those of you who use square feet, no worries. Top right hand corner, you can convert surfaces to square feet or square yards at any time. So let's take this image, and again, this is Lowe's in Milford, Ohio. I'm now going to click my pavement layers button, and I'm going to say seal coat. No, let's call this the main parking lot. And who's the client? The client happens to be Lowe's. And let's go ahead and type in L-O-W. There we know. Grant Walker is at Lowe's. And which he has many different sites. So now we click which site is this for, and this is for the Milford Center. And I'm going to click the Send to Pavement Layers, and this is live without pausing the video or doing anything else. It just sent this first file in to Lowe's. So let's go ahead and click the garbage can icon. Delete everything on the screen. And now let's zoom in because we're standing on site, and maybe this image is old. It really doesn't matter that often, but we're standing on the site and we happen to see a lot of bad, and you can see all of this is true leaching with water leaching out. Let's identify that here is one area that we really wanted to talk to him about that is completely blown out. Mud pumping repair, and it takes us directly right about to the middle of this island area. Let's trace it. And again, we're standing on the site. We're not standing at sitting behind a computer desk to do this. Let's mark this area base repair. And we now know that there's 897 square yards of base repair. And again, let's turn off those blue buttons because we don't like the way those look in this particular case. And that happens to be one of the sections where we need a full depth base repair, but we also have an area here where we know we should be doing drain tile. And I'm gonna put this length in right here for drain tile. And let's label this drain tile. And now we see we have 336 feet of drain tile required in that section. And you know what? This whole span here also needs a drain tile. This is a downward sloping hill. And there's 500 feet of drain tile here. This whole back entryway and this whole front driveway, he wanted an option to do this in concrete. So we can go ahead, and you get the idea whether you're a landscaper or a blacktopper or roofing. He wanted, for some reason, because of truck dolly traffic, to do this in concrete. Now you see I made a mistake here. It doesn't close my box. It's because this item up here is left open. Let me close that now, and let me lock it down and call this concrete. So just to give you an idea, we now can go in and talk to this district manager and have a lot of the work done beforehand. But let's go ahead and send this picture and call this talking points. And send this image as well. So now all of this is sent into PavementLayers.com. So we can do many other things as well. That and we're going to get into Pavement Layers here in a second. I can go ahead and click one button and in real time send this as an email to maybe my field crew, to somebody else, but it shows you in the email who can it go to, and we instantly have the ability to send something. This could be for production, for sales, or for sales and marketing to say, I was at your store, look what I found, let's talk about this. So again, we can zoom in, we can go to different areas, we can label it. We can say for concrete, you know what, he's going to get confused. Let's make concrete yellow. Now we are far more organized with everything that we have. And for base repair, this person's colorblind like I am. Let's make that blue. So you can quickly see, using our fingers, what this does. Now let's go into Pavement Layers, and we're going to show you exactly what this looks like. I'm going to click, if I'm on an iPad, which I am right now, and again, Pavement Layers works on any tool, I can pull it up by clicking the Browse button right here on an iPad, and it's automatically going to take me directly into my Pavement Layers tool. This account on the top right side happens to be called Lowe's. So now you'll see we're on the contact for Lowe's, and we happen to have, as you saw from WheelitOff, two different locations. We know we want the Milford locations, so let's go in here and edit a proposal. So on this side is everything that you do with your services, and this is being added to on a weekly basis. But you're going to see here that in seconds, we're able to take a peek immediately at the images that we uploaded. So there's the main parking lot image that we called it, and the second one we called it talking points, showing you drain tile and repair and concrete. It automatically uploads it into this system. Let's call this one 2012 plan. Activating it will put it into the proposal tool. We click update. For the main parking lot, we could include it or may not have to include it. For this case, we're going to leave it inactive, and maybe we'll just use it to talk about. So we happen to know, and if we can just for a moment here, go back here and let's quickly identify and say he wants a bid for 897 square yards of 8-inch base repair for the parking lot. Let's come up here and say we're going to do red area of map, we can call it if we wish. And we're going to mill it. No, we are going to do an excavation. And it's 890, we'll round it off, square yards of 8-inch deep repair. And it's going to be $43,000. You don't have any need to type a comma or dollar sign, and we're now going to add that to a proposal. And we're also going to say, you know what, we are going to give them a price to stripe the parking lot. And that price is $3,500. And he also wants to do 7,000 feet of crack sealing. So we'll say the entire lot. He wants to do 7,000 lineal feet of hot or cold, of hot pour, and that is $3,750. Let's add that. So we just built a proposal for repair, striping, and crack sealing. Let's put crack sealing above striping. And you know what? Let's come down here and add our insurance certificate, our workman's comp, and some references. Our payment terms are net 15 days. We click and save our payment terms. And now let's go ahead and take a quick preview, because right now we can, in fact, click one button and email the proposal. Let's take a peek and see what we just did here in less than a couple minutes. We have a proposal with a nice cover page. It clearly identifies the job site, who we're sending it to, and what the project name is. For this case, we're using PavementLayers.com as the company producing the proposal. It automatically puts all of your information in, such as who you are, your contact, your website, nice documentation about who you are. And now we get to the important part of the proposal. It identifies the location and the item, 8-inch repair, red area of map. A nice, well-written proposal, and by all means, pause this video to see more of this. Crack sealing specifications, line striping, a complete breakdown of all the items that you're doing, a contract, and all of this is easily editable. And here's where the power comes in. Everything we checked, such as insurance liability, the client can click it and print it. So look how the images come to play. Now you have, without doing saving images, the customer and the client will see exactly what you drew with the imagery. So this is one way, a simple way, that WheelitOff.com integrates with PavementLayers.com. So once you're done with this proposal now, let me just hop out of this PDF. Once you're ready, you can click send an email, and you now have a complete link, and click send, where this email is launched to the client. So at any point in time, all of the tracking, everything relative to the proposals is well tracked here. And at any point in time, you can go to Lowe's in Milford, and they call up and say, you know what, I got your proposal, I'd like to proceed with it, but can you change it from 890 yards and take it down to 500 square yards? Or, I tell you what, all we have a budget for is 500 square yards, and let's take it down to 6 inches deep. Whatever it may be, you see how you can easily, in seconds here, change a proposal, click save, and he wanted to add another image, and he also wanted to add one extra service that is not on here, and this happens to be with remove a bollard post in the motorcycle area. And all you have to do here is type anything you wish, add a price to it, and now you just changed up a proposal and can send it out to the client in seconds. So you can see here now, we have our cover page, our information page, the brand new items we just added with a new price. All of this is added up to a new price and detailed. And now you can see we have the main parking lot map as well as a 2012 plan map. Click one button, it's emailed out or printed, and you now just saved yourself about an hour's worth of time. Thank you and have a great day.